Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly Dev Diary. So, for this week, I'm going to be showing the game we've been working on. So, I'll play through the game, just explain all the features and mechanics first, and then I'll run through like what my role in making it was and what I've been up to. So, the game's called Prism. As you say, it's got this the color scheme, well, the art style for it is very much like red, green, and blue, and it's all based around simple shapes. So as you can see, there's all these nice shaped particles going past. But if I play the game is a bullet hell, so basically 2D bullet hell where you move around trying to avoid these obstacles, which are shapes. As you can see, I got a near miss there, which I'll explain in a second. But the main mechanic of the game is that the player can change colour by left and right clicking to cycle through them. And what this does is, if I go into an object that is the same colour as me, I'll gain points rather than dying. So I can survive going through objects that are the same colour as me. Well, if I go into an object that's a different colour than me, I'll die. As you can see, there your score will gradually. I should have changed colour there. I panicked a bit, but as you can see, your score will gradually increase in line with your score multiplier, and the way you get that up is by getting a near miss. So if I go right near that, oh no! As you see, there's a bit of screen shake and slow down the death, which looks quite nice. But I'll try that again. If I go right there you go, near miss. Put my score multiplier up, and like that. Now I'm getting more 40 score per each time it increments rather than 10. Oh, can I get through that? Yep. Also, this yellow bar is a mechanic we just added today actually, which is if I press space. Oh no, I try to show it off then, but I'll let the game speed up a bit before I show off this feature. But oh, these white shapes as well are they're basically shaped obstacles that you can't change colour to avoid. You just purely have to avoid them because, well, the player can't change to white. But yeah, one thing you can do is if you press... Oh, that's why I was pressing the wrong key. If you press, hold shift, you can actually slow down time, which came out really well. Ooh, just squeezed through there. Ooh. And the way you refill this bar is by going through objects of the same colour as you. So not only do you get score for going through them... I should have changed red then, oops. But, so for going through objects the same colour as you, you'll avoid being killed, you'll get score, and you will get more slow down / bullet time. So I used it all here, and I went into this. You see, I got a good amount of it back then. So, yeah, that's the game basically. So, for this project, I've had the role of design lead, which basically means I am the ideas man. So, for when we first started this game, I was actually the one that came up with the main idea for this, because we had a meeting on what game jam to enter, and I decided, well, I thought this game jam sounded good to me. Because this game jam, basically you have to make a game around two themes, being it needs to be a game that has a focus on speed, and a game that's related to the theme of the word match. So matching something. So to do this, I thought of a bullet hell that you have to change colour to avoid obstacles and survive. So with that in mind, within a hour, 2 hours, I came up with this very quick, bare bones design document. I pitched the idea to like the people in my team, and they all really liked it. So we ended up entering this game jam and working on this project. But as I was saying, as a design lead, I'm very much it's a lot of organizing, coming up with ideas, and just testing, and just doing a lot of little jobs around the game. But it is very much making sure the game idea is just clear and concise between everyone, trying to stop things like feature creep coming into the game, and just making sure everyone's organized and the game is like cohesive as a project and as a game. So like for example, for the menus, all the menus, for the person making them, I basically made all these menus in Paint as just as like drafts with like notes all over them saying have I got one of them up? Yeah, for example, for the pause menu, which I don't think they've implemented yet, but for the pause menu, I told them, I want the buttons to fly in from the right into the middle, similar to the other objects that you have to dodge. I want the buttons to bob up and down like they do in the main menu, and I want the game in the background to be frozen because it's a pause menu, it needs to freeze, and it should just be like dimmed down slightly. So just very rough drafts like that, or as you can see here, I was coming up with various ideas on what different shapes could do, but then I decided to go a more simple route, as well as just a lot of just different ideas for the game, like do we have it so when you get hit you lose that colour, or do we just keep the one hit death? Do we have shapes that change colours, have shapes that explode into smaller shapes? How will the score work? How will we stop people just screen hugging at the back? Just like a lot of just different things, and just for the game that you just might not think of. Other than that, I've actually in the Unity file, I've been, well, right at this moment, the reason I'm up this late is I've been working on scene transitions, trying to get them working, as I've never done them before. But I'm gonna get them finished. I've done the post-processing camera effects for the game, which is basically all these nice lighting and bloom on all the shapes and whatnot. So as you can see, just like all the nice little glow around like the buttons and the shapes, for example. And I've also just done a lot of play testing, looking for bugs, bug fixing, and that type of thing, or just adding very little things like adding the particle system in the background here. As you see, these particles going past, just makes it look like they're going past in the background. And it's very much been a lot of like bug fixing and whatnot for me, as well as just organizing people, which I don't mind. I definitely enjoy the coming up with ideas and concept for the game. However, trying to like organize people and like what and that sort of thing, I'm not sure if I enjoy as much. It might just be because I've not done it much before, because it's very much like a leadership role in making this game, which I do enjoy. I don't know. I feel like it's probably just because like some people on these projects aren't contributing as much as others, which is annoying. But that's gonna happen in game development in general. But as well as just coming up with ideas and whatnot and making sure everyone's on the same page for the game, I've done some of the like art, just making some of the basic shapes, as well as writing the design document, if I've got it up. Where have I got it? Where have I put it? Oh, there it is. As you can see, I've been writing this design document for the game that everyone in my team can access. It just lays down all the basics and goes into some of the more complex stuff on the game. It's like this is like an overview of it, so the core gameplay loop, the win-loss, color change, movement. I've got stuff like various art things, like that was a drawing I gave to my team, saying I want the player to have squash and stretch, as well as particles on the player trailing them, art inspirations. I've got examples of electronic, like rock sounding music that I thought would be a good inspiration for the game, which you might have heard it in the gameplay then, but I have it turned down a bit in the recording for you, just so you can hear me more. But other than that, I think that is everything. Unless I am forgetting. I feel like I'm forgetting something though. Oh yeah, so the game jam ends in 2 days from now. So basically, me and my team are working. I've told them all I want the game finished by tonight, so tomorrow can be solely bug fixing and play testing. Like, I found quite a few bugs today just playing through the game and just testing stuff. Like initially when one of the programmers added the dash, they had the values way too high to the point where you just dash out the map instantly. Just like that was something that was quite an obvious thing, which I'm not sure how it got through in the first place. But I've been very much like one bug I've just noticed and put on our little bullet board is something I noticed is if the player dies and then the game will freeze, but as you can see it freezes the game but it also freezes that the screen shake is happening. So that's a bug I've noticed, as well as it doesn't unfreeze the game when going to the main menu. So as you can see, the particle system isn't like emitting anymore, and the buttons aren't bobbing anymore. It's not like a game-breaking thing, because once you start the game again, it'll return back to normal. But it's just ironing out little bugs like that like they don't affect gameplay. Oh, it didn't do it with a screen shake then. I wonder why that could be. But yeah, it's just little things like that we're just trying to iron out. And for this game, I very much went into it with I wanted this to be a very simple concept, and that we could just spend time to just polish it and just really make something that we can be proud of, and just something that can be really fun and good. So I'm very happy with how the game's coming along. I'll put a itch link in the comments below in a couple days once the game's like fully finished. Because right now the only things that really need to be added are these sound effects, and then it's just purely bug fixing now. So other than that, I'm very happy with how the game's coming along. I think this is going to be the best game I made so far, because Garden Rush did not turn out well at all. Evolve, that came out quite well. I was happy with that. I don't think it was perfect, far from it, but I think it was good. And then our third game we ended up scrapping because we weren't keen on the idea. However, I think this game has real potential, and I'm really happy about it's coming along. So other than that, I'll see you all next week, and I'll tell you how this game went in the game jam and what we're doing then. Alright, and peace.